Sometimes you have to remind yourself that you are the coolest person at what you do, how you do it, and the results that only you are uniquely able to achieve through your superpower. Tell me something. Do you want to be great? No. This is a new episode. I'm not talking about grit. Greatness requires internal transformation. If you've never heard that episode, go check it out. To be great, you have to first believe you are capable of being great. Better yet, you have to believe you are great. Do me a favor. Shout it out one time to yourself in your best Muhammad Ali voice. I am the greatest. Come on now. You can do a little better than that. Don't worry. Look around. Say it silently if you got to play screaming out loud. I am the greatest. Don't tell me you don't smile after that. People want someone with confidence. People want to work with a business, with an agency, with a freelancer, with the leader, with a manager, with an executive that got swag. And they have full conviction in what they do, how they show up, and what they bring to the table. In the Black community, we call this swagger. Do you have swag? Does your swag match your greatness? Do you walk in your greatness where the swagness is radiant, is loud, is glorious, is powerful? Sometimes you might have to switch that mental gear to tap into the swagger you need to be the most confident. Insert whatever it is that you do, whatever person you need to be, whatever position that you hold, whatever business that you do out there. Hey, I Digress listeners, we did it. The I Digress podcast has been making sound waves within the business and marketing podcast communities over the past year, and I'm incredibly happy to announce that I Digress is sponsored by the HubSpot Podcast Network. The HubSpot Podcast Network is the audio destination for business professionals who seek the best education and inspiration on how to grow a business. Yes, I'm talking about your business. Now, you know all of that aligns with the purpose and mission with each episode of I Digress. As the podcast industry is rapidly growing, you need shows you can trust. Listen to value-packed shows just like mine who are dropping business gems on how to elevate your business. From marketing to sales to entrepreneurship to leadership and so much more. Listen, learn, and grow with the diverse, knowledge-rich hosts on the HubSpot Podcast Network. To listen to level up, go to HubSpot.com/podcast network. Today I was reminded of how much of a bad man I am. And how no matter what, I have to keep that swagger going. We have come through a lot these past 2 years. Maybe it's been longer for others. It's been a long career journey, business journey, personal journey. Don't lose your swagger. No cap, just confidence. No doubts, just conviction. No embellishments, just making sure that, hey, I do good work. I'm good at what I do. And let me put you in check. I keep my receipts too.
What's up, digital world? You're listening to the I Digress audio experience with Troy Sandidge. Social media, marketing, storytelling, business, culture, and more. Coming to you in 3, 2, 1.
Many times when we're on social media, like LinkedIn and Twitter, Instagram, maybe social audio apps like Clubhouse and Twitter Spaces, maybe podcasts like mine. Shout out I Digress, right? In conversations at events, virtual or in person, among our peers and our colleagues, we're thinking about sales. We're thinking about money. We're thinking about growth. We're thinking about positions and power and glory. And how is quarter 3 going to end? How is quarter 4 going to end? How is next year going to end? Our goals and everything else that we're trying to achieve. And we get so used to ask for opportunities, which you have to. Ask for referrals, which you have to. Ask for a lot of things. Yes, we do need to make the ask. But then sometimes we wonder why people don't respond, why people don't do what we ask them to do. Our call to actions don't work. No matter how much you set in for your daily budgets on your paid ads on social media or on Google or wherever you push your ads to, that they don't rock with you. They don't resonate with the messages. You created a video, high quality, high production, a lot of work in the studio, put it all together with love, dope intro, dope outro, cool music, all energy, all day. No buyers. Acquisition's not looking good. No conversions. Shoot, views are even low. Let's take a step back and maybe just check, did I show up with the right amount of swagger? Sometimes you just gotta show them who you're trying to be. The vision is clear. Needs to be radiant. You may not achieve there, but you sure better act like you about to get there. They'll trust you. They'll rock with you. They'll vibe with you. And they'll choose you and they'll buy from you. Show them what it feels like to work with you. Show them the experience. Make it very clear what it's like. Make it very clear the results they will get. The peace of mind they will finally have with working with you. Let me make something clear. People pay me to be a talking head. I active listen. I regurgitate what they're saying. I package it up to make it very clear and simplified. And we work through it together to make an actionable outcome, playbook, blueprint, list of tasks to attack, analyze, replicate, duplicate to hit a certain goal, achieve a certain number, and grow. But the core of what I do with those who I work with is just simply conversation. They're not paying me for the conversation. They're paying me for the outcomes through the conversation. You got to have that swagger. You got to have that experience. And you got to make it very clear. You see, we're talking sales. We're talking marketing. We're talking branding. We're talking conversions and content and all of those things. I'm just simplifying it. How you show up is essential. Make sure you show up the right way to every conversation, to every interaction. In the same way with your website. Ads don't drive sales. Ads bring attention for sales to occur. When someone clicks on that ad, they don't immediately give you money, do they? No. There's another process that has to happen for the sales to occur. Ads are like promoters. They're trying to get everybody in the room. But once they're in the room, they still got to buy that drink. They still got to buy that food, that product, that service. The ads just get the people to the door. It's the UX UI, the user experience, and the user interface that helps close that deal. That validates what they heard, what they saw, what they felt at the ad. Whether that's a video, image, text, display, whatever. Click, boom. Additive experience. Validating my concerns. Validating your problems. Validating the solutions. Trust us. Buy from us. And then they do it. Does the swagger match up from the ad, from the video, to the ad copy, to the clue? Hit the website. Hit the landing page. Hit the squeeze page. Does that first slider hit me? Does the headline hit me? The body hit me? The testimonials hit me? The validation points hit me? Oh, even, we transition to the payment process. Does it flow? Is it fast? Is it smooth? Is it quick to understand? Is it convenient? Is it exactly what I want? Boom. I didn't send you the money. But swerve, we're not done yet. Does the deliverable match the swag that was promised at every step of the way? Oh, cha-ching, it does. It did. It does what it's supposed to do. I got the result they said I was. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Represent that swag with the review, with the testimonial, with the repeatable buy, with the recommendation, a referral, a share. Join my community. Join my newsletter. It ain't over. The swag game is never over. The swag game is never done. We got to have that energy every step of the way. Why? Because we're talking about relationship marketing. But all you've been talking about is swag and swagger. Yeah, represent that swag. Attracts equal people who want to represent that swag with you. And they rep that swag every day, all day. You see, in relationship marketing, it's not enough to have the relationship. You got to put in the work to keep the relationship happy, content, fresh. Go back to nurturing 101. Go back to content and conversions. Go back to the 3 modalities you must master to grow your business: mindset, marketing, and money. It's all there. There's a certain level of swagger at every interaction that is expected, that is intentional, that is necessary to keep people on the right state of mind and emotionally connected to your product, to your service, to your brand. People don't buy products, they buy brands. Troy, how do you know that? What do you mean by that? Put a water bottle out there. Water bottle, no name tag. No branding whatsoever. 50 cents. Another water bottle, branded. Looks okay, whatever. At the store, you might get it $1. Another water bottle at a hotel, Fiji, $3.50. Oh, another bottle. Airport, supply and demand. It's a big water jug. Another lot of branding, $5. You're at an event. You got your own suite. You're high class. Paid a ton of money. Look at the water bottles priced in. $50. $50 for a bottle of water. Well, the swagger of the situation, of the experience, matched the price that you are expected to pay. You're at a high-level suite, at a humongous event, high demand, high price. Well, you're going to pay water that matches that price. The swagger, what you emit out, will declare and determine the amount of value you're going to receive back. You set the tone. Are you worth $1? Are you worth $10? Are you worth $100? Are you worth $1,000? $10,000? $100,000? $1 million? $10 million? $1 billion? At the end of the day, it's just nothing but zeros. It's how you present it. It's how you position it. And it's how you validate it through reps and growth and scalability and testing and retesting and rebranding and remodifying. And after you hit a certain plateau, you rise to the next plateau. You rise to the next plateau. In this game, you're always representing the place and the person and the experience and the business you want to be perceived and you want to create. And then the biggest part, you must deliver. Okay, I digress, listeners. I know I'm not the only one who's like, hashtag the struggle is real when you're trying to grow your business, increase your sales, and expand your network. And it all comes down to those vital details. I'm talking about names, emails, titles, vendors, clients, customers, and those crucial touch points referenced from past conversations. Luckily, there is a tool that readily provides the information we need to reference to keep us on track and be on our A game to get the job done. As you all know, I'm all about eliminating complexity from the business equation to create simple pathways to move your business forward. HubSpot has done that with their CRM tool, which stands for Customer Relationship Management. Instead of having your notes, conversations, data, and follow-ups all disjointed, use HubSpot CRM to create unparalleled alignment within your business to provide better customer service, amp up the quality of your sales conversations, and generate more business knowing you have the best all-around CRM platform at your disposal that can grow with you. Imagine having a live chat on your website to talk to prospects on the fly, or creating personalized content for customizable experiences. Best of all, they have a supportive community and flexible pricing that fits your needs and your budget. Learn more about how you can scale your company without scaling complexity using HubSpot CRM at HubSpot.com. If it looks like a duck, and quacks like a duck, and walks like a duck, but it's a pig, we're going to be confused. Make sure your visuals, your text, your language, the words you choose, how you articulate yourself, the mediums that you choose, the experience you create, the deliverables that you provide, all have to match a certain way. Now, I know this is like a swerve. Seems a little bit in left field from some recent episodes that I've done if you've listened to them in order. Or maybe this is your first one. Let me introduce you to I Digress. I provide actionable takeaways in marketing and strategy and business and growth and sales in a culturally diverse way. My goal when I started this podcast experience was to talk about marketing and sales and business and growth, content creation and social media and digital marketing and paid ads and scalability and sustainability, branding and all of those things in a tone, in a messaging, in a branding, and in a way that I didn't hear a lot across the airways. Troy, what do you mean? A black voice giving strategy advice like he's at the barbershop. Using examples from where I'm from that people like me can understand. I want to bring that swagger to the audio waves. And I really want to thank the HubSpot Podcast Network for being so open-minded and allowing me to be part of their network to amplify my voice, to impact so many listeners, so many businesses, so many professionals, so many amazing humans who have tuned in week in and week out, supported me month in and month out. Don't you know it is very difficult to keep a podcast going? I had a conversation with a fellow podcaster the other day. Here's the stat for you. If you push out a podcast and you get over 500 downloads in that episode, you're already in the top 15 to 10%. You get past like episode 30, you already in the top 10%. You get past 5,000 downloads an episode, you're already in the top 5 to top 1%. Now, granted, sure, you look at the big people who got the big brand deals, who drop an episode in Spotify and Apple Podcasts and everything shuts down. Well, we haven't gotten there yet, but I kind of like riding under the radar. But what I've been able to do in these series of episodes, and for those who've been rocking with me from the beginning or who've gone back to listen to the episodes, you've seen the development of my voice. You've seen the development of my delivery, of my style, of my brand, of the unique molecular makeups in my tone and dialogue and distribution within my voice and how I articulate myself, the range of voice changes, but also the swagger. When I first started this podcast, I was rough, y'all. I didn't know what I was doing because I was looking at everybody else and just trying to fit in because I thought that was the way. But the more you do something, you carve your own path, right? It's the same thing in your business. You must carve your own path. Sure, imitation is great. There's no point in me trying to recreate the wheel when the wheel's already been done. I can modify it to fit my style. Yes, but there comes some points and levels of growth where you won't be able to look at others to see, how do I do this? How do I scale up? You're going to have to formulate a plan, a strategy, and execute, do trial and error to figure out the right lane, the right process, the right style to match what you're trying to get to, and then achieve it, execute it accordingly. Remember Clover, remember Dart, maybe I'll throw in Leads in there too. All that are processes and acronyms and strategies to apply to fit where you're trying to go. Now, where am I going with this? What am I trying to say? You've been screaming a lot. I want a word count of swag and swagger on this episode, but I hope you hear me and I hope you understand. And this is very key. This is very essential. Confidence and conviction can carry you so much further than having all the answers. Because guess what? You'll never have all the answers. It'll never be perfect. Not everyone will believe you. Not everyone will see you, hear you, feel you, understand you, trust you, want to buy from you. But if you maintain that confidence and you maintain that conviction, those two emotional triggers combined together is going to keep the boat from sinking. You're going to navigate through the fog, through the heavy waves, the heavy rain, the tropical storms, and you're going to get to the side. With confidence, there's always a possibility. Because when people feel confident, when they hear confidence, when they see it, it does something. It compels someone to give you an audible. It compels people to give you a chance, an opportunity. They are rooting for you. They want to trust you. They want you to succeed. Now, with confidence, and then you add conviction, I'm an unmovable force. I will not be moved. I will not be shaken or stirred. I will not tear off my path. I'm going to hit that destination. I am convicted that my podcast is giving value. I am convicted that your business, that my business, if we hold on and we believe in it, we will achieve what we want to achieve. Many people are just afraid. They're scared. We don't got time for that. Represent. Have that swagger. Walk into those business rooms and corporations when you're trying to get a promotion, when you're trying to get a raise, when you're trying to get that interview to get that job, when you're trying to close that contract, when you're trying to sell that business at the rate you're trying to get, when you're trying to prove and validate your numbers from acquisition. You got to have some swagger. Show up into those meetings, into those conversations with confidence and conviction and command attention, and then deliver. Give value, but also demand value. The thing is, we forget about this a lot in business. We're so focused on the numbers. We're so focused on the data. All key, all essential. But we miss out one element that it doesn't show up in the data, the human element. And sometimes people buy not because of data. I think you know the word I'm going to say, but because of swagger. Something about them. Just being confident. That color choice is a bold color. That language is bold. I keep thinking about it. Remember, you don't have to be the best. You just have to be memorable. Chad Peterson said that. You just got to be memorable. Swagger makes you memorable. Swagger creates an experience that is unique. Swagger keeps them at the top of mind. Swagger pushes community. I want to be a part of that. I want to hang out with that person. I want to rep that brand because they got the swag. Now, I'm not saying to go ahead and buy a bunch of swag bags and send it to your customers and clients. And if you want to, you can send something to me. What I am saying, though, is that your marketing and your branding and your sales all have to match. They have to represent the same team. They have to provide a uniquely aligned, curated experience that at every turn they see it, they feel it, they hear it, they're connected to it, and they're reminded of why they want it and what the result of buying it is going to do for them at every turn, every experience, every interaction. We're going digital. We're coming out digital. We're leaving the digital. We're going in person. So look at your business process. Look at your funnels, your language, your social media calendars, your library of things, all of it. Make sure it has the same frequency. Make sure everything's on the same wavelength. Make sure it creates the level of swagger you want to emulate for people to say, yes, yes, yes.
And that's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this episode of I Digress. What was your takeaway? Care to share your thoughts and tag Troy on social media? You can find him on all platforms at Find Troy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review or comment for this episode from wherever you're listening. Looking for a marketing strategist to build the structure, strategies, and systems you need to get the success you want and the ROI you desire in your business? Book a discovery call to talk with Troy at findtroy.com. And as Troy's philosophy goes, imagination is the engine, content is the fuel, social media is the highway, marketing is the roadmap, sales is the destination, culture is the GPS. Thanks for listening.